Planning a trip to Spain? Rest assured, your culinary needs will be well catered for. The Southern European country's cuisine has much to offer. We'd like to introduce you to 5 classic dishes that you absolutely must try, from paella to tapas to ham. And we'll show you how they're made, including the famous tortilla. Paella is considered Spain's national dish. Perfect for sharing, served straight from the pan, the paella that gives it its name. Here's everything that goes into the Valencian version.
El aceite, la sal, el pollo, el conejo, las judías verdes, las judías blancas, el tomate, los caracoles, el arroz y finalmente el romero.
Back then, it was the farmers of Valencia in eastern Spain who would cook paella in the fields. They used local rice and would add in whatever other ingredients they had at hand. That's why there isn't just one single paella today. There are many variations. One rule does apply in Valencia, though: either fish or meat, never both together. Traditionally, paella is cooked over an open fire. First, the meat is seared in olive oil, green beans, tomatoes, and a local specialty, the white garrafón bean. Snails are also typical, though they're not a must for a paella valenciana. Next, water and the regional round grain rice are added. The rice is cooked until it caramelizes in the bottom of the pan, forming a crispy layer called socarrat.
Bueno, la paella está lista. Ahora probaréis y sabréis lo que es un sabor auténtico de una paella valenciana.
A crispy bottom, juicy on top. The perfect paella. A little simpler but just as popular, the Spanish tortilla. Whether for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's always a great choice.
Cuando yo era pequeña y me preguntaban ¿qué es lo que más te gusta? Yo siempre decía la tortilla de patata de mi abuela.
They're made with just a few simple ingredients: onions, potatoes, and eggs. First, the potatoes are peeled and sliced into thin pieces. Waxy varieties work best, as they contain less starch and won't fall apart or turn mushy when fried. Next up, the onions. The thinner the slices, the better. The rings are then slow cooked in their own juices for several hours over low heat, giving them a particularly sweet flavor. The eggs are added at the end. They're mixed through with the fried potatoes and onion rings.
Ahora el truco es dejarlo un poco así, 10 minutos, 15 minutos, que hace que la patata se coge el sabor del huevo. La patata se ablanda con el huevo.
Finally, the tortilla is cooked in a non-stick pan over medium heat until the bottom is set. Then it's flipped to brown the other side. Tortilla, a simple dish that can be spiced up with many ingredients and enjoyed at any time of day. In the evening, for instance, at a typical tapas bar like this one in Madrid, the Spanish capital. Tapas are small snacks, usually served with beer, wine, or vermouth. They're a key part of Spanish culture. The selection of appetizers is vast, and people love ordering a variety to share. A classic, gambas al ajillo, garlic shrimp. To make it, shrimp are sautéed in hot olive oil with garlic and a touch of cayenne pepper.
Unas buenas gambas al ajillo, lo principal es dejarlas medio crudas y que se hagan con el fuego de la cazuela. Y ellas solas van hirviendo y quedan espectaculares.
If you prefer meat, you might enjoy regalito de torito, bite-sized pieces of bull's tail. The meat is dusted with flour and then slow cooked for several hours until it becomes beautifully tender. Carrots, onions, bay leaves, and wine are added. Finally, the meat is wrapped in phyllo pastry, deep fried, and topped with a piece of red pepper.
Esto tiene su significado, este plato. El rabo de toro va envuelto en la pasta phyllo, que es el toro. Lo rojo es la muleta del torero, que es la capa, lo que se conoce con la capa. Y esta es la banderilla, con que se remata al toro.
Tapas, a must-try on any trip to Spain. Another staple of the Spanish menu, Jamón Iberico, or air-dried ham.
Cuando tú te reúnes y quieres celebrar algo, lógicamente siempre lo haces alrededor del jamón.
Jamón Iberico is known for the unique meat used for it and a long aging process. The journey to a perfect jamón begins with Iberian pigs, easily spotted with their characteristic black hooves. They roam freely on large pastures and are fed acorns. This special fattening process, known as montanera, is key to the ham's flavor.
Cada jamón va a ser único. Ningún jamón va a ser igual que otro. Lo que nosotros intentamos es que de un producto natural, intentar que los jamones de cada año tengan un sabor, un aroma parecido.
After the ham has cured in sea salt for a time, it begins a process of transformation that takes years. It matures in special drying chambers. Depending on the quality, it can take up to 14 years. Yet the meat itself isn't all that makes a perfect jamón ibérico. The way it's carved is just as important.
Hay varios factores importantes: el tamaño de la loncha, el grosor de la loncha, la rectitud en el corte, el emplatado, el estilo, o sea, el ser elegante cortando.
Jamón Iberico, eaten plain or on toasted bread, is a tasty classic. If you prefer something refreshing for the Spanish summer heat, you should try Gazpacho, a vegetable soup served cold. In southern Malaga, where temperatures can rise above 40 degrees Celsius, it's the perfect dish to cool you down. To make it, you'll need fresh vegetables: onions, cucumbers, bell peppers, tomatoes, and garlic. First up, all the ingredients are finely chopped.
El secreto del gazpacho tradicional sería el buen aceite de oliva y, por supuesto, un buen vinagre, que nosotros en este caso utilizamos vinagre de Jerez, de la zona de Jerez de la Frontera. Es un vinagre con bastante cuerpo y barrica.
The vegetables are placed raw in a blender and pureed. To obtain an extra smooth consistency, the mixture is then strained through a sieve. The gazpacho base leaves plenty of room for creativity when served. Shrimp, pistachios, or mango sorbet can give the traditional dish a modern twist. Gazpacho, fresh, cold, and packed with regional flavor. Did we whet your appetite? Which of these 5 classic Spanish dishes is your favorite? Let us know in the comments.